actually. As you just heard from Piotr here, his background is super robust and deep, especially in the security side. But actually, the majority, every single individual at Elisity handpicked for their experience in routing and switching, security, software-defined networking, and we've had people from everywhere: Meraki, Checkpoint, Extreme Networking, Hewlett-Packard, Palo Alto, quite a few places. But there's one common thread that you might recognize here on this screen, and that a lot of us came from a company called Viptela. I'm sure you've heard that name, right? That technology. It's almost a decade old now, believe it or not. 2015. And including myself, I was at Viptela, which eventually became Cisco SD-WAN. But the Viptela team and the founders of that solution, brilliant people. I'm sure you all know who they are. And again, an honor to work with them in my career. But they pioneered a new approach to wide area networking, something that hadn't been modernized for decades. And they did it well. They did it so well that it became a billion-dollar industry. And what did they do? Well, they took an age-old problem of complexity and simplified it, automated it, added trickled little features here and there that were pretty cool, optimal routing and whatnot. But one of the most interesting features that our customers picked up and loved at Cisco and Viptela was the ability to create on-demand topology-independent segments. It was as easy as VPN 10, enter, bam, control plane, data plane, everything is done for you, end to end. You want another one? VPN 20, enter, bam, done for you. That's brilliant compared to how we had to build segments, whether it was through FlexVPN or MPLS or DMVPN, whatever it was, quite painful to manage. And customers loved that. It was adopted heavily. Majority of the customers that I deployed and architected for when I was working with Viptela, at Viptela and then eventually at Cisco, leveraged that feature all over the place. And then what we found was that the customers would ask us, that's amazing that we can do this in the WAN, but why is it so hard to do something like that when we get back to the LAN? Why do we have to pick up our shovels and pickaxes and manually configure things, deploy these monolithic applications and everything that Piotr had just gone over? Isn't there a better way to do this? And that was the problem statement that started our company. We have made it much simpler to deploy, much more rapid to deploy, and we can deploy with not a single second of disruption, not one packet lost, not one outage. You don't even need change windows. However, most organizations do their due diligence, and they will use change windows, I hope, anyways. So we're very proud to have this leadership team here and this incredible board of directors and our investors who believe in us. And we've been proving to them day in, day out how valuable this solution is to the industry with the massive adoption of our technology as after we've talked about it and introduced it to our customers.